Hello and welcome, it's Ghost Stefana here, and to celebrate reaching 1,000 subscribers, I thought it was time to launch a brand new series on my channel. This is 10 Things I Hate About You, discovering 10 things about games that just really piss me off. And as it's what everyone's talking about at the moment, we're going to start with Cyberpunk. This video in no way means I hate the game, just parts of it, and you can watch my full review on the game by clicking up here. Please note there are some minor story spoilers ahead. Cyberpunk 2077. Here are 10 things that I hate about you. Number 1. It's broken. Let's get out the way nice and early. You know, I know, they know, we all know. Cyberpunk is more riddled than Pete Doherty's penis. At the time of speaking, it has tons of performance bugs and issues. It didn't ruin the game for me, but it certainly detracted from it. 2. Sexuality. This game is all about immersion, so the fact that some characters won't fuck with a male or female V makes absolute sense. But for a horny gamer like myself who played as female V and fell madly in love with Panam from the moment I laid eyes on her, it's just not fair. And to make it worse, CD Projekt Red allows us to try on with her. They don't just block the romance options. I tried to kiss Panam twice, and both times she crushed my heart into a million cyber pieces and completely ruined my street cred. 3. NPCs. Night City is full of people going about there every day, from street vendors to guitar players who very neatly play the theme song from The Witcher Blood and Wine DLC, but we can't do anything to them. Sure, we can shoot them, but they don't shoot back, they just run, unless they're a gang member. We can't talk to them, we can't lasso them, or we can't hogtie them. They just wander around like zombies in The Walking Dead. The game is crying out for an Arthur Morgan-esque greet and antagonise system, and to hear thee throwing out some cyber-related insults would have been glorious. 4. Tattoos. The game itself tells you looks are everything in Night City, so why can I only choose template tattoos at the beginning of the game? Don't get me wrong, they look cool, but it would have been good to have dodgy side street tattoo artists who can add custom made tattoos, or even community creative ones. We all know we'd have tattooed nipples and penises. You're saying to yourself, no, I wouldn't. Yes, you would. 5. We can't try on clothes. Let's paint a picture. You work hard, spending a day killing cyber psychos, sabotaging stuff for clients and hacking into computers, and think, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to treat myself to a nice new hat. You go to the store, but you can only see their hat selection from a minuscule photo on a screen. You take a risk, buy the hats with your hard-earned eddies, and bam, you look like a right twat, because the hat is shit. Please, please, please give us a try-on feature, or a refund. I'd even take store credit. Number 6. Car buying is way too random. So to buy vehicles in this game, you get a text from a fixer. The text contains no real information or statistics about the car, and to make it worse, they're just left lying around the map. So you make your way to buy one, and when you get there, much like the hat situation, you realise it's actually pretty rubbish and has 1 horsepower. Also, it's way too easily to accidentally buy a car. There's no "are you sure you want to spend 200,000 eddies" message. Simply pressing square near a car will buy it. I accidentally bought cars 4 times. This car, for example, the description says it's worth more than people in Night City earn in a lifetime. Where do they leave it? Just on its own, by a really remote island in a city renowned for its crime. 7. There's no Gwent. I'm a big lover of The Witcher, and if you're a subscriber, you may have seen my other videos on that game, and if you've played it, you'll likely know that Gwent is the video game equivalent of crack. It's moreish, addictive, and can lead you to financial ruin. And yes, this isn't The Witcher, so I wasn't expecting Gwent, but from the developers that created such a cool minigame, I was amazed to not find a similar thing in Cyberpunk. In a world so advanced with technology, there was surely an opportunity for a cool computer game on your phone or something, right? 8. You Cant Unwind. Sure, this game features prostitutes, or as they're called, joy toys, but what can V really do in her/his downtime? You can go to a bar, but you just buy alcohol in a shop format. Why can't we go and drink at the bar, like in Red Dead Redemption 2? Why can't we play darts or pool? Hell, why can't we go bowling? The obvious answer is they're activities from other games, and this is its own thing. Fine, but would anybody really complain that they've copied Rockstar just by allowing us to play pool or darts? I don't think so. Number 9. Saul. This may be controversial, but normally in every video game there's one character you hate. For me, in Cyberpunk, it's Saul. Sure, there's Adam Smasher and basically all the Arasuckers, but you're supposed to hate them. Saul just seemed unnecessarily douchey. Sure, he's the leader of the Aldecados and yes, has a responsibility to protect them, but I ran several jobs for him and his family and I don't even remember a thank you. Sure, in one of the endings to the game he plays a big role and perhaps redeems himself, but for anybody who didn't get that ending, he just bitches and moans and argues with our lovely Pan Am. Come on, dude. Finally, number 10. The reviews. This is somewhat ironic in a video called 10 Things I Hate About You Cyberpunk, but as I've said, I actually like the game. This is more of a tongue-in-cheek video, and I plan to do it in the future for every game I play. The early reviews I read and watched seemed to completely ignore all the good bits about this game. It felt like a collection of grown adults writing the same article or recording the same video, which basically went... The game has problems, sure, but on the whole, I loved it. Imagine being one of the story writers for this game, something which was really strong, and then just reading article upon article of how bad this game is. In a world where mental health is more of a topic than ever, let's not criticise the whole company, just the knobheads who rushed it out. As this is a new series, I'd love to hear from my subscribers on what they thought. If you think it's shit, tell me and I'll cry a bit and I won't do it again. You're always really helpful in my comments and I'll continue this series if people want to watch it. Don't forget my full Cyberpunk review is here, and for more videos, please hit subscribe.